Hey guys, it's Cole here. Welcome back and welcome to a review video, which is not something we normally do here. I thought this was a very cool set, so I thought we will review it here. Now, as you can see, today's set is the 42123 McLaren Senna GTR in the Lego Technic series, of course. And today we're just gonna tell you guys, show you guys all the features of it, and then we're gonna tell you guys what I think of it. So we start with the what this car is. Now, most of you guys will know the McLaren Senna is McLaren's like $1 million track-focused hypercar with about 700-800 horsepower. I don't know the exact number, from a twin-turbo V8 sent to the rear wheels. The Senna GTR is your non-road legal, more crazy variant for racetracks. So obviously this is based on the Senna GTR, and I'm pretty glad Lego made this set because it's one of my very favorite cars in real life. I think it looks very cool. I mean, I think a lot of people don't really like the Senna's looks. I'm not really sure what people think of the Senna GTR. I very much like both of them. I like the Senna GTR even more because it looks so crazy. Yeah, so let's start by going over the functions of the model, and really just like to the top. On top here, obviously you have the gear steering knob. You can steer, and it's actually got a fairly good steering radius compared to other Technic sets I've owned. You can actually kind of drive it around. Obviously I don't have a lot of space here on my desk, but you can drive around, and that's kind of fun. Obviously you kind of have to, well, you can't go very far, but you know, it's still kind of fun. The second thing would be that you have the working piston engine back here, which came originally, I believe, in that Corvette ZR1 set from 1 or 2 years ago. And obviously this is sort of a successor to that. But it's a much better looking successor, I'll say that. That one looked kind of funny. This one looks a lot better. It has the same working piston engine, so when you roll it back and forth, you guys can hear it probably. You can see the pistons moving up and down, and you can hear them. But one thing I have done is I've modified it slightly to get more noise out of the engine, and I made it so that the crankshaft that hits the cylinders to make it go up and down, I made it so that way it hits more cylinders every time it comes around, and that way you get more noise out of it. Now obviously, I found that you can actually change the sound of it by changing different parts on it, but maybe we'll make a separate video on that because that'd be a very long topic to talk about in a video. So that's it for the functions. For details, you have obviously in the front, you have stickers. These front fenders are printed because obviously it would be difficult to get a sticker on there. You have mostly stickers. What is annoying is that a lot of these black stickers have really horrible black printing. I mean, all these stickers, with anything that has like this GTR sticker, this McLaren sticker, this black on this sticker here, black stickers back here, the Senna sticker here, not really so much these stickers, but basically anything where it's black and there's no detail on, it looks really, really weird. It's kind of washed out as if the black ink is not strong enough, or it's not drying completely before Lego finishes the sticker. It's really weird, and it's not very high quality, and it's $50 set, or $50 here in the US anyway, so I'd expect, or even if not just because it's $50 set, even from Lego, you'd expect higher quality, which is really weird that the stickers are like this. I'm not sure, it could just be mine, but I thought it was kind of weird. If we start in the front here, obviously you got the Senna style lights and that sort of thing. I like Senna's lights. It got the bars here, use it to form those sort of running lights. Those look very nice. And you obviously got this part that comes forward here, which sticks out more on the GTR than it does on the standard Senna. And way back in there, you have two transparent slopes that form the lights of the Senna GTR, or just the Senna in general. And they're kind of far back there, and they don't look perfect, but they look reasonable. And really, all you can see normally is this part on a real Senna or on the Senna GTR, so this looks fine. You have these GTR stickers down here, right at the front air splitter. I'm not sure why they're there. I mean, I guess they're there on the real one, but you can hardly see them. You have the brick built section right here for the nose, this very front part of the nose of it, and you got this McLaren sticker, which is a 2x4 stud size sticker, and it's metallic silver and doesn't look very good next to, or looks kind of weird next to all this light bluish gray. These stickers are metallic silver in the back, so it's kind of a weird combination there. You have this British flag sticker up here. It looks very nice. Obviously you have the sticker for the emergency power turn off lever or button or whatever over here. On the side, move to the side of the car, you guys can see you have the rear view mirrors, standard stuff obviously. You have the door, and this is technically a feature I forgot to mention, but it doesn't really, well, it's more aesthetic, it doesn't really do anything, and that has the door here, and you can just basically swing it up. Now the real Senna has a transparent window in the door, obviously. This one does not. Just kind of swing it up, and well, the fact it has no like pillar coming up here, I'm not sure which pillar that would be on the real Senna that would connect to this, but basically the door doesn't have any pillar on it, which makes it look a little bit weird, but it is still a very nice feature. I like how Lego did this butterfly door. We have some stuff back here. This is kind of standard, you know. It's got the this gap looks a little bit awkward. We have the beam sticking out, also looks a little bit awkward, but it's not horrible. We got this Technic or whatever you like to call it, rubber tubing piece. I'm not sure what it's called. Forming the rear fender. It looks very nice and it works very well. Respect. You obviously have the engine back there. You have a steering wheel and 2 seats. The seats do not look very comfortable at all, and I wish Lego got into a little bit more detail on the seats there at least. And also they're gray, which I don't think is a common racing seat color. I mean, most racing cars I've seen have black seats, so I'm not really sure why it's gray seats, but it's kind of interesting. Also, one aesthetic thing you can do for display, you can pull this steering knob out. I'm not sure this is intended function, but I think in some of the pictures Lego has on their website of this car, the steering knob was removed, and as you guys can see, it looks a lot better without it. If we move around to the back of the Senna GTR, we have the rear end, hold on, let me get into my light there. There we go. Just adjust that a little bit. You guys can see it better. As you can see, we have, well, it's probably hard for you guys to see, but we'll show you a footage in more detail here of the rear taillights, and these are just formed by lightsaber blades in transparent red. They don't look bad, but the real Senna has a little bit more detail back here, although I'm not sure how you would have done that, so this is a fine use for that. We have another blue flexible plastic rubber piece, whatever you like to call it. We have the diffuser here, which looks a little bit funny because there's so much space on either side of it, and it's not very deep, but it does look very nice. It doesn't look bad. You can tell it's a diffuser. Otherwise, you have a massive, really massive wing. It comes down, it attaches to the car with like 4 points, and it's got all these fins and things sticking up. It looks really good. And underneath, you have this GTR sticker, which looks very nice. On the right in here, it's very difficult to see. I mean, I'll obviously show pictures of this on top. You have the twin exhaust pipes are on the Senna GTR. Obviously, the European Sennas have 3 because of noise regulations or something. The American Sennas, or the Sennas they're going to send to America, or the Sennas they did send to America, have only 2 exhaust pipes in this rear section because of emissions regulations. I guess they're more relaxed in the United States. All Senna GTRs only have 2 exhaust pipes here because I guess they're race cars and they can be as loud and emissions producing as they want. So then you have the roof scoop obviously up on the top. Turn that around. It looks very nice. Nothing really too special about it. It is using a new sort of panel there, which is interesting, but nothing really majorly crazy. I'm not really a big fan of this gap here in the back. It looks kind of like they should have put something there. I'm not entirely sure what, but it looks a little bit strange. Another thing that I found interesting is obviously one wheel, this axle is light bluish gray. This axle is brown. This axle is brown, and this axle is brown, which makes it look really weird. I kind of wish Lego had chosen a different color for their Technic axles, because if they could have just gone light bluish gray or something, or dark bluish gray, it would look a lot better than brown. Brown just looks really weird on a race car. Also, the piston engine, the yellow and brown pistons in there, that looks really weird too. I'm not really sure what they were going for, maybe for some sort of like model kit looking thing. Because in other parts of this set, they use light bluish gray bushes, so I can't figure out why didn't they use them on the engine. I mean, I guess it gives them a bit of a displayable sort of function look, but even then, I think it would look better if they made it a little bit more realistic. Another thing I can't figure out is in the pillar part right here, I believe it's right in here, I'll flip this guy over, you can see we have this black axle, and that is a 1x2 axle, or not 1x, well it's a 2 stud long axle, to put it simply. Now back here on the top of the wing, you have red 1x2 axles, or just 2, I keep calling it 1x2 axle like a 1x2 brick. You have red 2 stud long axles. So why are you using black ones up here and red ones up here? I can't figure out, because actually sorry, the black axles are right here in the door parts. Basically, why they didn't use black ones here, I find it really strange, because you have these red parts sticking out in here. It looks really weird. Well, not sticking out, but you can see the red detail on the red axles, and that's very strange. So I can't figure out why didn't they just use it for all of them, or for all the 1x2 or 2 stud long axles in this set. It's kind of weird. So if we use some of the categories that I used in the previous video, where I compared all the Speed Champion sets for 2020, we use those same categories where I talk about this kind of how everything looks and works. You have the execution category. How was this set executed? I think it was executed very well, because obviously with bricks you can achieve a much higher level of smoothness and detail, but obviously Technic, there's a whole other building experience to it. You can add more functions and all that sort of thing. So the execution is very good, I'd say, for a Technic set. It looks a lot better than the Corvette ZR1 from last year, year before. As for the parts in the set, how good is this set if you just bought it for parts? I think it's reasonably good. As nothing, obviously you have new fenders, you have a few new panels like this and up here. You have some nice blue parts, and really blue-black is not a overly pricey aftermarket parts for Bricklink or whatever, so it's not bad for parts. There's nothing too special. How cool is it? I'd say it's very cool. The Senna GTR is just a very cool car. Even if you don't know what a Senna GTR is, it still looks pretty cool. It looks like a race car or something like that. How is it for display? Because I think for display, it's not bad. Obviously, if you like Technic, this is going to be better for display than, well, it's going to make sense to display it. If you don't like Technic, if you don't like all these gaps and the way Technic beams look, then you're probably not going to want to display it. But it doesn't look bad either way, because it does look like a Senna GTR. It is instantly recognizable as a Senna GTR, as opposed to that Corvette. How's it for like playability? I'd say it's pretty good. The included turning function is nice. It turns rather well, and the engine is also very nice to just like watch the pistons go as you push it along. So yeah, it's not bad. It's not. It could have more features. Obviously, it doesn't see minifigures because it's a Technic set. Doors opening is also another nice function. So it's not bad. Not bad for display, or not bad for playability. Sorry. How's it for value? I'd say it retails for $50 in the United States. I'm not sure about how the exchange rate and all that stuff works for Europe and other countries. I'd say it's not a bad value for $50. Maybe you might want to try and get it on sale if you can, but I'd say if you really like the Senna GTR, I'd say it's a good value. I guess that's it for today. So you guys can subscribe if you want to see more Lego videos. Typically, we don't do reviews. Typically, we just do mock videos and that sort of thing. But in today's video, we're doing something different. So give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and if you found it useful, and I'll see you next time.